Last year, during the clashes between pro-Ukrainian and separatist forces in Odesa, some 48 people died and more than 200 got wounded. Now, a year later, people come to the site where the first pro-Ukrainian protesters were killed in the city center to lay flowers and pay their respects. Valeria is a local journalist, and last year she was present at the rally covering the events. She says she saw the first deaths with her own eyes.
At a certain point, I saw a man falling down. He was immediately taken away from the crowd. He was unconscious and had no vital signs. Later, I found out that he had died.
As time goes by, more and more people are coming to pay their respects. Friends, relatives, and ordinary local residents bring flowers and candles to this site. Soon, the pro-Ukrainian crowd fills the streets. Here we meet Artem. Just like today, a year ago, he was providing security for the pro-Ukrainian rally.
We understood that if we wouldn't stop them, we'll live in so-called Odesa People Republic. And we destroyed the plans of Russia, which want to organize here another separatist republic.
And to prevent another separatist republic from appearing in Odesa, and following the first deaths among its members, the pro-Ukrainian rally moved towards the square where the separatists had their camp. Today, on this square, the pro-Russian crowd gathers to commemorate last year's victims.
The atmosphere in Odesa is electrified. On this square, exactly 1 year ago, more than 40 people died in a fire during a pro-Russian rally. And today, during the commemoration services, the security around the square is airtight.
And on this square we meet Valeria again. She came here to commemorate the victims from the pro-Russian camp as well. She says the city has changed a lot after the tragic events last May.
I think the events which happened on May 2nd last year, it's a tragedy for the entire city. It doesn't matter whose side the victim was on. In any event, it's a human being, and we are mourning those people who died.
Most people died in a fire in this building on this square. According to reports, the fire was caused as a result of both sides throwing Molotov cocktails at each other. This woman says she was here last year. Today, she has mixed feelings.
Hatred, hatred, hatred. This is our native city. These people also had parents, children, and relatives. And now everyone will forever remember this pain. We will never forget this.
Back on the pro-Ukrainian rally, there is no hatred, just tears and fear. Fear for the future of their country, for the future of their native city, and for their own safety in their own city. Yulia is one of the pro-Ukrainian activists who was present during the last year's clashes. She was happy to talk to us, but asked to blur her face and change her name.
So those pro-Russian, like Russian, yes, separatists, they were just quite aggressive and shouting into us, yeah? So it's like they were much more aggressive than we were.
We had the misfortune to experience the aggression of the pro-Russian crowd on our own skin. When we were filming amidst the commemoration ceremony, some people, having spotted us as Ukrainian journalists, started shouting and pushing us. They accused us of lying and said we were not welcome here, and said so in their own colorful language. The police who arrived asked us to move away. They confided that if the entire crowd starts moving, they will not be able to stop them. Looks like even now, a year after the tragic events, Odesa is still very much divided. Pro-Russia separatists versus pro-Ukrainians. With separatists aggressive and full of hatred, and pro-Ukrainians remorseful and determined. Determined to defend their own city and their own country by all means available. This is Volodymyr Sologub, Serhiy Kiselyov, and Petro Boyko reporting from Odesa for Ukraine Today.